We do have our second guest in studio. The homie, let me cut the backing music. The homie started a book. He started writing a book called How to Start a Streetwear Brand South Africa. He's also well known for his DJ technique and style in the rather lavish clubs. He's looking at me and smiling. He's a DJ who wears a suit. He's the only one. I don't understand how people have not caught on to this. He's the only guy who wears a suit when he plays sometimes. Also, he's the only guy who loves streetwear through the blood. Jermaine Charles.
Welcome.
That was dope, eh? All I needed was like drums. I'm presenting Jermaine Charles.
Thanks for having me again.
What's good, man? How you been?
I'm good, man. It's been a good year, man.
Man, you put on weight since I've seen you. That means the brother's eating. You know, black people, when you gain weight, it's like, he's making money.
I can't come to bread and butter hungry, bro.
Man, it's been like what? It's actually been a couple of months.
The book launched in June, yeah, so it's about 5 months. The first book launched in June, yeah.
5 months. And how did the first book do?
It exceeded expectations. I'm not gonna beat about the bush and hold back. I didn't even think, to be honest with you, I'm very honored that people actually took to the book.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I'd sell 10 books. So we sold over 200 books in the last 5 months.
Yeah.
We sold a couple digital as well, digital downloads. And obviously we saw the release of the second book, of which I printed 45.
Okay.
And the first 20 sold in the first week. So the second edition, second book, and then so I'm very happy. I'm very pleased with the development, and obviously I came here to drop a scoop for you, because I said to you I'm not coming to your show unless I have something major to
Now, well, I just want to say, because you know our listenership is, not to be boastful, it's constantly growing. And for those people that weren't here the first time you came through, let's reintroduce who Jermaine Charles is, but a short version, because I know your resume is near long. Who's Jermaine Charles?
Okay, I'm just a dude who loves aesthetics. So I studied fine art, I studied design, I studied marketing, and obviously my love of music has led me to a point where I discovered that there were issues in the streetwear game in South Africa. So after about 2-3 years of research and doing pop-ups in an online store and speaking to young brand owners, finding out what their problems are, I decided to create a solution. So the first part was the expo, which didn't come together, and I decided to take all that experience that I had in the conversations and the exchanges and put together some sort of package. So I put together a book on how to start a streetwear brand in South Africa, looking at where I believe people were lacking, you know, in terms of the skill sets. Because a lot of guys are hungry, but they just don't know what they should be doing and when they should be doing it. Yeah. That's the synopsis.
That's the synopsis.
Yeah.
You dropped your first book. Your book did well. Now you're here to drop a scoop. But don't drop it just yet.
Okay, cool.
Don't drop
When you're ready, man.
No.
This is your turf, man. You have the answers, man. You have the answers.
I'm Sway. You know what I mean? Call me Sway.
Yeah.
Q, do you have any questions? Because you didn't know I had bread and butter. We have a producer now.
Welcome, Q. Good to
Listen
meet
to
you.
this guy.
Welcome, Q.
Welcome, Q.
Obviously, you started how long ago did you start the brand? Did you say?
The book came out in June, and the brand, which is the project ZXL, which means Mzansi XL, which is the idea came to me in December 2010, and I started working on it from 2011. Launched it in the public sphere mid of 2011, and I've been working on it since.
What made you decide that okay, let me get another book out into the industry?
Well, it was. I felt that the first book obviously was not as academic. The second book is way more academic, more references, more in-depth. And the target market for the first book was 16 to 22, people who don't really have access to internet resources or have limited internet resources. So, you know, anyone in Khayelitsha or even in Rondebosch, I mean, like wherever, some people just don't have, you know, a large amount of internet access. The second book is for your kids who are on Hypebeast and high sobriety, but they don't have a business background.
Okay.
So in 2011, obviously I'm an avid reader. That's why I wrote, because I'm a reader. There's a magazine called Entrepreneur Magazine. You may or may not know it.
Oh, why are you gonna go say something like that on Bread and Butter? We're about building yourself, and you're gonna ask us. You may or may not know. I'll just tell you, Jermaine Charles.
Yay.
Okay.
So there was an article that came out about this PhD student called Alex Osterwalder.
Yes.
And he put together this business model called the Business Model Canvas. So what I did was I took that and actually applied it to streetwear. It talks about 8 aspects for any business. And I actually put the model to the test and used it with 2 brands before the book even came out to actually see whether this model works. So and it does work. And as you may see in the book, that I actually show what the outcomes were of this person using the business model canvas for the streetwear brand. What happened? She hired more people, got a social media manager. You know, she invigorated the brand in essence because she was able to concentrate more on, you know, producing the items she was producing for a brand. So it does work. It's not an idea. It actually has real world access, and that's how I normally do my things. I always test them out.
Yeah.
So I did pop-ups. I did the online store. So for me, it was like, look, what am I going to do with this? And my mom, who's my biggest mentor and my advisor, happy birthday, Mom.
How could you go so far into your interview? You're like 15 minutes in, and then you're like, happy birthday, Mom.
Because she's a key component.
Jermaine's mom, you should have said it from the beginning. Bread and Butter wishes you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom. But yeah, so she was like, look, package it, make it a book.
It's all
Do
about
something with it. You can't look back. So I thought, okay, cool. I worked for it for 6 months, and yeah, the rest is.
And any collaborations on the book that you just released?
So the last book has.
You guys are going lecture theater now, man. Calm down. You guys are going lecture theater. I got listeners out here who need to be entertained. We're going to be talking to Jermaine Charles for the next hour, please. Education is going to be telling us about how to start your business, how to expand your business. And he's going to tell us about the progress his business has made. And he's also going to drop a bomb, apparently. I don't know what this is. I don't know. To my Bread and Butter listeners, I have not been briefed.